Okay, we are currently working on a topic called Solve One-Step Inequalities. This is the code BSF on your 8th grade IXL. In this problem, we need to solve for R. We have 2R greater than or equal to 10. And just like when we solve one-step equations, we're going to solve this using the same exact rules. Okay, so starting in the basic, we can plug something in here. 2 times 5 is equal to 10. Using algebra, remember we just divide both sides by 2. This cancels out. R is greater than or equal to 5. Then we're going to type it in, and then we hit submit. All right, when you jump up a level, it puts you at 43. So let's go ahead. In this problem, solving it using algebra, we can plug something in here, right? For this one, we know 3 plus 5 is 8. So v plus 5 greater than or equal to 8. We're going to subtract 5 from both sides. And v is going to be greater than or equal to 3. So we're going to plug it in. We're going to type this in, and then we'll hit submit. So click submit. Okay. Okay, I want to do one like this. This is r divided by r divided by 4 equals -1. So what number divided by 4 is -1? We know it's -4, right? But if you didn't know that, the way you solve it using algebra, r over 4 divided by, or divided by, r divided by 4 is less than -1. So to solve this, since r is being divided by 4, we multiply. We do the opposite operation. And that cancels this out, leaving r now on the left. And we're going to multiply this side by 4. 4 times -1 is -4. One thing you want to do when you're typing it in, make sure you're putting the correct sign. If you type an incorrect sign, it will be wrong. Okay, now we are getting somewhere, getting a little bit more difficult. So we have -90 is going to be less than z minus 4. So this side is bigger than that side. If you want to, you can rewrite it like this, put this on this side, and just flip the sign around. This side is bigger than this side. Okay, and using algebra, we can add 4 to both sides. Okay, this cancels it out. Z is going to be greater than, when we subtract these, we get 86. And it's -86 because if you ignore the signs for a second, 90 is bigger than 4. We're going to take the negative, which is another way of saying -90 has a larger absolute value. And let's click submit. All right, jump up again. Okay, jumping up again puts us at that 90 mark. This is where we hit the challenge. So let's write our problem down. C minus 475 is going to be greater than -202. Okay, using algebra, we want to get C by itself. So let's add 475, do the opposite operation. Add 475, cancel it out. C is greater than, and 475 minus 202 is going to be 273. So C is greater than 273. And then we hit submit, and that's how we do it. So again, just plug in the value. The only difference, if you ever multiply or divide by a negative, you have to switch the sign. Let me see if I can find a problem. Okay, it's taken me a long time to find one. So let's just say you get a problem that looks like this, except the negative, there's a -7 at the bottom. So it's d divided by -7 is less than -1. So if you are ever multiplying or dividing your variable by a negative number, multiplying or dividing, only multiplying and dividing by a negative number, you have to switch the sign. So I'm multiplying, since it's dividing, I'm going to multiply by -7, which is going to cancel this out. And since you're multiplying by a negative, you have to change the direction of the sign. Multiply this size by -7 and you would get +7. So that's only if you're multiplying or dividing by a negative.